Hello everyone, thanks for joining this session. My name is Ganu Sharma, and here we discuss about getting started with Node.js, NestJS. NestJS is a TypeScript framework for building efficient, scalable server-side application. So, in today's session, we are discussing about how to install and how to create an API in NestJS. So, before moving forward, let's talk about knowledge etiquette. Lack of etiquette and manner is a huge turn off. Punctuality. Join the session 5 minutes prior to the session start time. We start on time and conclude on time. Feedback. Make sure to submit constructive feedback for all the session as it is helpful for the presenter. Silent mode. Keep your mobile devices in silent mode. Feel free to move out of session in case you need to attend an urgent call. Avoid disturbance. Avoid unwanted chit chat during the session. So. Uh, let's talk about the agenda of the today session. We discuss about NestJS, key feature of NestJS, requirement and installation for the NestJS, and project structure after installation. What is the project structure of NestJS project? And also discussing building blocks of NestJS like controller, provider, module, and dependency injections. After this, I show you a demo of how to install and create an API in NestJS. So, what is NestJS? NestJS NestJS is a Node.js framework for building efficient and scalable server-side applications. It has a modular architecture that is inspired by AngularJS. It is ideal for creating a building, creating server RESTful APIs. So it utilizes modern JavaScript, TypeScript, and OOPS principle. It it built on a top of Node.js and Express.js under the hook as it can like it allow NestJS to leverage the feature of Express.js. So all the features that Express.js has, NestJS they can NestJS have also the feature of Express.js. It is easy to integrate with various libraries. You can install libraries from npm. So like TypeORM, GraphQL, and Swagger, you can easily integrate NestJS with these libraries. And the architecture of NestJS is mostly inspired by AngularJS, and then NestJS has a strong community support and extensive documents, so that you can create and easy to learn. It is easy to learn and use. So next we discuss about key feature of NestJS. So NestJS has some features like modular architecture, TypeScript support, routing, decorators, dependency injections, middleware, WebSocket, CLI tool, and validation and testing support. So first we discuss about modular architecture. It is referred to modular architecture. Is a design approach where app is divided into a distinct and self-contained module. Each module focuses on a specific functionality, and this type of architecture help to scalable application it is easy to maintain application, and we can use our code in different modules. It can reuse our code, so it will helpful to remove duplicacy in our code. NestJS support TypeScript. You can write your code in a TypeScript. Routing. Routing is the mechanism that determines how an app responds to a client request for a particular and specific endpoint. So routing in NestJS is handled by a controller. Next, we discuss decorators. Decorators are special declarations that can be attached to a class, method, and property to modify their behavior. So it is when we create a controller or any module, we just write a at the rate and particular controller and brackets. So it will define the decorator of in NestJS. Other next is dependency injection. dependency injection, it is in a design pattern that allow classes to receive their dependency from an internal source rather than like external source rather than internally. So next feature of NestJS is middleware. In generally, middleware is responsible for in NestJS, middleware are the functions that process a request before they reach router handlers. They can modify request and response object. Also, it handles the tasks like logging and authentication. You can create a custom middleware for authentication and authorization. So you can create an auth guard in middleware that can help to prevent attack on your application. That will be for the security. Next feature is WebSockets. WebSocket NestJS support WebSockets for sending to communicate in a duplex form. You can read and write process at the same time. And other feature is CLI tools. NestJS provide you a CLI tools for the various development tasks like project setup, component generation, and application management. So it will provide you a command line interface, so you can write in a command and do the development task. Other feature is validation. Validation is a process of ensuring that input that we send as a request meets the specific criteria before it processing to the server. So in Next.js, validation is we can use class validator and class transform. So we can install this package and we can use validation by the class validator and class transform. And NestJS provide the testing support. So it will help to find the bugs in early development of in early development. You find the bug and resolve them. So it will support testing. So for NestJS, to install NestJS, there is certain requirements we need. So we need first of all we need a Node.js and npm in our system. So we need a Node.js version 14 or higher than 14, and npm version for that is 6 or 6 higher. NestJS support a TypeScript, so we need to install a TypeScript that we need to install globally, so that we can use in globally in any project. And for use that particular for coding, you need a IDE or a code editor like Visual Code, Sublime, and Atom. You can use as per your requirement. So for installation, we need to write a command like npm I -g for global and @nestjs/cli that will install NestJS CLI and NestJS framework. And after that, to create a Nest project, we write in a command nest new and project name, and it will create a project. After we go into the project directory, uh, it will show the project structure like this, in which there is a node module. Node module basically contains all the npm dependency installed for the project. And other folder create other directory is created src. src like contain app.module.ts. It is a root module of the application. It imports and set up the other modules. And other file is main.ts. Main.ts is the entry point of application. Other file you have see there is a controller ts. It is in a sample. It is in a sample controller that handle incoming request and return the response. and there is an app.service.ts file. It is a sample service file that contains business. It can be injected into a controller or in other service. Uh, so like other file you can see in the project directory package.json. Package.json manage project dependency and scripts and metadata. Other file is tsconfig. It is in a TypeScript configuration file. You can like any dependency regarding the TypeScript you can mention in the particular file. And other is NestJS Nest CLI JSON file. It is a NestJS CLI configuration file, and there is a README file that is a that tells about the documentation. That is a documentation about the project. So this is the project structure after installation of NestJS project. So now we discuss about the building blocks of NestJS. So there are some like four building blocks of NestJS. That is, first one is controller. So NestJS controller are the responsible for handling the incoming and request and returning a response to a client. So controller classes can be defined as @controller decorator, like this. It is shown in a image. You can see @controller. It will decorate the controller classes. And to create a controller class, you need to create to run command in CLI, like NestJS global for global CO user. So it can be created in a controller with the name users. Uh, and other NestJS building block is providers. Providers are the Nest classes that can be treated as Nest classes that can be treated as provider. Any class that is considered as provider includes service responsibilities, repositories, and factories and helpers, etc. And it is an injectable classes and defined as a classes using injectable decorator to make them available for dependency injection. So you see in as per image, there is a we use a decorator injectable to create an injectable classes. Creating a service provider, you need to run a command nestjs, and user give you a particular name. It will create a provider with the same name that will be mentioned that is mentioned in the command. So it will create a provider with username. Other building blocks of NestJS is module. Module help organize your application in a distinct and reusable part. And to define classes in module, we use a module decorator, like @module, as we shown in the like image. And to create a module, we write in a command in CLI nestj user. So it will create a module with the username. So you can write controller providers in that particular name. And last building blocks of NestJS is dependency injection. For dependency injection is a promotes modularity and usability in your application. To manage dependency injects requires service and object into your classes rather than creating a directory within class. And it will cleaner code structure. It will help to better organization and easy for the testing. Like it will in which you create one class, and it will be used. It can be reused in a particular module, and it will be easy to organize your code better, and easy that will be easy for the testing. So now we move for the demo part. So for using NestJS, first we need to install Node and npm. So to check Node version in your system, write in a command node -v. it will tell you about the current node version in your system, that is 18.17. For using NestJS, we need 14 or higher version, or npm version greater than 6, 6 or greater than 6. So in my system, it will be like 18, and npm version is 9.67. So to install npm NestJS, we just write a command nest install NSG. Okay. We need to install it globally, so we need to give a root permission. So we write a command with the sudo. After installation, now Nest is installed in our system. Then we write a command nest new and project name. So it will ask which package manager you would use in this particular project. You can use npm yarn or pnpm. So I will choose npm. So it will install NestJS and creating a project with NestJS and installing dependency. So project is created. Now we go into a directory. Now we run a command npm install. So the project is clinically there. It is in a src directory in which there is an app controller. It will there is an application. There is an API of get that will get hello function, and this is a service file that contain a logic of hello get hello function, and this is the main TS in which we there is an like there is a port on which application is running, and this is a TS config JSON file, and this is a package.json file. So to run that particular application, we just run npm. So it will run an application. So to run in browser, it will print hello world. So to create an other like additional to create another controller, we run a command nest Now it will create like a new controller with the name cat, and create a service file. We write a command nest generate service and create a module for particular module. We write so. So you see, there is in a folder cats and cat controller module is created. There is a controller of for cat and service. So I have created an API in a particular module to run. How can we run that particular API? So in controller we write in a function. So we write in a post method. can also create an get method. So, so we have created a controller and written logic in satisfied. So we run our project.
Yeah, I think we need to add the cat service to the provider.
Okay.
Yeah, in the model app model.
Okay, okay.
In the app model, we can like import cat service.
So, I think I'm facing some issue.
Yes, in the app model, try to add the cat service in the provider one. The app model one. Yes, this one. Yeah. Not module, triple service.
Coming down. So, like in Postman, you can. So it will print the message like cat name and to run get API. So, and it will give a result cat. The name we have entered in the post request, so it will give a test. So this is from my side. Thank you. If you have any query, please let me. Hello, this is from my side. Thank you.
Okay, guys, are we having any queries as of now? No queries? Fine, fine. I guess we are then good to wrap up. If you guys are having any queries, then you can surely reach out to Varun later on Teams. I will be happy to help you on that part. Thank you, guys, and thank you, Varun, for delivering the session. Have a great weekend.